Did you know that over 1.4 billion international tourist arrivals were recorded globally in the last year alone? But how many travelers encountered the unexpected cold shoulder? Today, we're diving into the destinations where you might not find the welcome mat rolled out. Welcome to Man Krusty Rusty World, where we explore the globe through the eyes of those who've tread its paths. In this video, we're going to explore hospitality to reveal the top 10 countries where tourists have reported encounters with the least friendly locals. Let's get started, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest travels and insights. 10. Greece. Greece, with its deep history and beautiful islands, attracts visitors worldwide. Ancient sites and mythological tales come alive beside picturesque beaches and vibrant locales. Cities like Athens and islands such as Santorini offer breathtaking scenery. However, the influx of tourists isn't always warmly received by locals. Their direct manner and expressive communication, involving loud speech and vivid gestures, may perplex visitors. This cultural difference, combined with the pressures of tourism overcrowding towns, may lead to perceptions of unwelcoming attitudes. 9. Turkey. Turkey is renowned for its rich history and stunning landscapes, offering more than just the wonders of Istanbul. From the ancient Roman ruins to the grand mosques and Cappadocia's fairy chimneys, it's a magnet for global travelers seeking beauty and history. Attitudes towards visitors vary across the country. In metropolitan areas like Istanbul, locals are accustomed to tourists, often going out of their way to assist or recommend places to eat. Conversely, in less frequented historical sites, locals may appear more reserved or cautious, not out of unfriendliness, but due to less frequent interactions with tourists. 8. Italy. Italy is famous for its delicious food and beautiful cities. Imagine eating pizza in Naples, pasta in Rome, or gelato in Florence. Each city, from Venice's canals to Rome's ancient ruins, tells a part of Italy's rich history and culture. Italy is renowned for its exquisite cuisine and picturesque cities, offering experiences like enjoying pizza in Naples, pasta in Rome, or gelato in Florence. Its cities, from the canals of Venice to the ancient ruins of Rome, narrate Italy's rich history and culture. Italians are characterized by their expressive nature. This expressiveness might seem rude to foreigners, but it's merely a cultural trait. Understanding Italians' expressive communication style reveals their genuine warmth and openness, enhancing the experience of visiting Italy. 7. Spain. Spain is known all over for being a friendly place with lots of sun, great food, and beautiful beaches. People from around the world come to see its famous buildings and enjoy the lively streets of cities like Barcelona and Madrid. However, not everyone in Spain feels the same way about tourists. There's a bit of a split between different ages. Younger people, especially those in their teens and 20s, might not be as welcoming. They feel their cities are too crowded and miss having their spaces to themselves. This mix of feelings means that sometimes you'll meet people who are super friendly and other times, not so much. 6. China. In China, how people treat visitors can be very different depending on if you're in a big city or a small village. In big cities like Beijing or Shanghai, life moves fast, and people are always busy. On the other hand, if you go to the countryside or smaller towns, it's like entering a different world. People there have more time and often seem happier to see visitors. They might invite you into their homes or offer to show you around. So in China, the experience can change a lot depending on where you are. In quieter rural areas, you're likely to find a warm welcome, while in the bustling cities, people might seem more distant at first. 5. United States. In the United States, perceptions of rudeness, especially in tourist-heavy locales, stem from the fast-paced nature of big cities. However, this isn't a reflection of Americans' desire to be impolite, but rather the hustle of urban life. Visitors should note that Americans value personal space and politeness, with phrases like please and thank you being highly appreciated. It's crucial to research destinations for safety. The U.S. is vast and diverse, with many regions displaying their unique hospitality. Engaging with locals and asking questions can greatly enhance the travel experience, revealing the welcoming spirit of the American people. 4. Russia. In Russia, people often talk in a very straight way. They say what they think without making it soft or easy. This can seem rude to people from other places who are not used to such direct talk. Russians don't mean to be unfriendly, it's just how they communicate. Visitors to Russia have different stories to tell. Some say they met people who were cold or not very welcoming. Others have stories about Russians being very kind, inviting them into their homes or helping them when they were lost. It shows that Russia can give you many different experiences. One big thing to remember is that in Russia, smiling at strangers is not common. So if someone doesn't smile at you, it doesn't mean they are rude. It's just not their way. 3. Germany. In Germany, the approach to communication is notably direct and efficiency is highly valued. This straightforwardness, aimed at clarity and not wasting time, might be perceived as rudeness by those unfamiliar with the cultural context. While some visitors might interpret Germans as cold or condescending, these impressions are not universally accurate. Many Germans are known to be quite warm and supportive once a mutual understanding is reached. Recognizing the cultural emphasis on directness and efficiency can greatly improve interactions. 2. United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, there's a funny situation where British people often criticize their own behavior, especially when they're visiting other countries. They're known for being very polite at home, saying sorry a lot, and loving to queue or stand in line. But when it comes to how they act abroad, even the British think they might not always show their best side. What's really interesting is that in surveys, British people often vote themselves as some of the rudest tourists. This shows they can laugh at themselves and are aware of how they might come across to others. It's a bit ironic, because the UK is famous for its manners and politeness. This self-critical view is part of what makes British humor and culture unique. They're quick to point out their own faults, which can be surprising to people from other places. But at heart, many Brits are just as friendly and welcoming as anyone else. 1. France. France is famous for many wonderful things like its delicious food, beautiful art, and of course amazing wine. But there's also a funny story that goes around the world about French people being rude to tourists. It's a stereotype that many people have heard, even if it's not true for everyone in France. This idea has become so popular that it's often joked about in movies and cartoons. For example, some jokes suggest that if you don't speak French perfectly, you might get a cold shoulder in a Paris cafe. But these are just jokes, and many visitors find French people helpful and kind. People love its beautiful cities, countryside, and let's not forget the wine. French wine is known everywhere for its quality, and enjoying a glass in a cozy Parisian bistro is something everyone should experience. So while you might hear stories about rudeness, France's charm and beauty are undeniable. And that wraps up our video on the top 10 countries with a reputation for being a bit unwelcoming to tourists. Remember, these perceptions can vary greatly from person to person, and every visit tells a different story. We hope this video has given you some insights and perhaps even a few laughs. If you enjoyed our trip around the world, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more engaging content and share this video with your friends. We'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Have you visited any of these countries? What was your impression? Let's start a conversation. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.